Jodi Ashbrook joined this call.
Hi!
We can see you. We can see you.
My mom got all excited and thought it was my sister. She's like, is it Courtney? Oh, look at you. Look.
Nice. Want to see what I'm looking at?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Look at that.
Come on, check this out too. My front yard, a couple branches fell down.
Damn.
You see that branch?
So it's bad, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, we're Massachusetts, so we can handle this shit. We probably got a foot.
A foot?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't think it was gonna be that bad.
Yeah, and it was like it was the worst snow that I've experienced because I didn't have to shovel it, Stefan did, but the last 2 inches were like water and slush, so it was super heavy, you know.
Angel, you look so zen-like.
I know, doesn't she?
Yes.
I'm in my yoga state.
Aww.
But don't worry, I got my Starbucks this morning.
You got what?
Your tea?
Starbucks, of course.
So what do you guys want to talk about?
Do you want to say hi to my mom?
Yes?
Yes.
Hi.
Hey, Mom.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
He said, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. We actually just got our rooms ready, so she's going to go up and get us all situated.
I was just going to ask, what are you doing, hanging out on a yacht or something?
On a yacht? No. No.
We can pretend like you are.
This is the spot, though, right here. This is it.
Nice.
Wow.
This is where we are all the time. See that island over there?
Yeah.
Kind of?
It's called, yeah, I kind of see it. It's called Sunset Key.
Like
it's like,
it?
yeah, it's really nice. Okay.
I'm inhaling some lemon and peppermint.
Nice. I have a diffuser like that.
Yeah, Eno gear?
No, mine is, I forget what it's called.
My uncle got a really fancy, my uncle got a really fancy one for Christmas, and I was like, I want that, and it was like, looked like magic coming off of like this bowl thing, but.
Who's singing?
Oh, yeah, there's somebody singing. His name's Ben. He's amazing, actually. You really can't see him because they have the thing up. See?
Yep.
But he's really good. Ben Tadikin.
Cool. So, what do we want to talk about today? Do we want to talk about what yoga means? Wait, didn't we already kind of touch upon what yoga means to me and like how we started yoga?
Yeah.
Okay.
You look so... I'm screenshotting this right now.
Why?
Because you both look so... Everybody smile. This will be like an action shot. I love it.
I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about?
Should we talk about?
All right, I got something to talk about.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's
Dude,
talk
your eyes
about...
look really good.
I know. It looks so pretty.
Yeah.
Whose eyes?
Yours.
Yours.
Yes.
I can't see them.
You're sassy. What do you want to talk about?
So, I got a double piece of hair. Hold on.
That's a killer
Let's
on right now.
Let's talk about, Jodi had mentioned before, like, making some videos about talking about what to expect during your first yoga class.
Yeah.
Because we're all yoga teachers, why don't we talk a little bit about what to expect for beginners, people completely new to yoga, and what your suggestions would be. So let's start with Kelsey. And what would your suggestion be, or what would you say to someone who's never tried yoga, who's interested in yoga? What would you tell them to take for a class, and
Okay, so completely new to yoga. First thing I would say was drop all expectations because every studio is going to be different, every teacher is going to be different, and there's so many different styles. If you want to, that guy singing. If you want to research different styles of yoga, I mean, that's the conversation I've been having with a lot of people lately, being like, I want to start yoga, and then they tell me something. They're like, I have back problems, I have knee problems, I have these problems. So I'm like, okay, vinyasa, which is breath to movement, probably isn't for you. And I always recommend, obviously, intro classes and restorative classes, because restorative classes, I say, are basically like you're stretching for long periods of time and breathing. It's a very inward experience. So, like, that is good to start off. But for recommendations, yeah, no expectations. Know that everyone has I don't know what everyone's expectation is to yoga, but everyone's different. You're gonna walk into a yoga class, you're gonna see that girl that looks like she's from the magazine. You're gonna see an overweight person that's killing it. You're gonna see someone that is awkward. You're gonna see someone that's mean. You're gonna see someone that is totally like in their ego and thinks that they're like the center of attention. You're gonna have people that don't want to touch you. That Laura handled that the other day. She had 30 people in her class. I'm like, all right, guys, we just got to fit 2 more people in here, and everyone looks at me like, what? And I'm like, we could do it, like we could be a little bit closer, just, stagger your mat so you're not hitting someone while you do swan diving down, but like people are uncomfortable being close to one another.
I was going to ask you what you meant by people don't want to touch you. I'm like, can you clarify that statement? Where are you going with that?
Like, people don't want to be touched by other people. A lot of people go to yoga, obviously, you go there for you. So if someone's in your space, a lot of people don't like that. Some people have the same spot that they go to. So if you're in their spot or you're near their spot, they don't like it.
I'm that person. I have like a spot.
That's fine.
I'm usually always at the back of the room.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, I switch it up, but like, yeah, I guess that's all I have to say is, like, no expectations and just know, like anything in life, you gotta roll with what's going and just know, come back to why you went there. A lot of teachers always talk about the intention, but before you even go to class, just think about, okay, I'm finally going to my class. What is it that brought me to come to this class, and then just stick with that. And whether it's like, I want to be strong, I want to be at peace, I want to be still, I want my thoughts to go away, just stick with that and just concentrate on you in your own space and just see what happens.
Awesome. So, Jodi, what would you say to someone that completely new to yoga? What would you say to them about taking their first yoga class?
So I'm going to kind of feed off Kelsey a little bit, and I would say, one, first off, be proud of yourself that you're going and you've made the decision to go. I mean, that is really the hardest step. As owning the studio, I talk to students all the time that call in, and they have questions, like I'm sure all of you do. Do I need to bring a mat? Do I need to bring water? Like, very...
Socks on, socks off.
Socks on, socks off, right? So those questions can really be the reason why some people never go, just because of the unknown. For so that's what I would say is just, one, when you make the decision to go, or even pick up the phone and call and ask questions, be proud of yourself for doing that, because that's really the hardest part. So be proud of yourself for taking the step, and 2, know that everybody's been a beginner. Know that everybody has been exactly where you are. They have the same questions. They have the same fears, concerns. And anybody that's going to tell you differently they're not being honest. So we've all been there. We've all been a beginner. We've all felt those same things. So just let that be okay. So those are the 2 things I would say.
That's awesome.
Be proud and know that everyone's been a beginner one time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Angel?
So I always tell people, no one gives a fuck about you. Like, it's the easiest thing. When
it's
people
true.
are like, oh my God, I'm so scared to go to yoga. I'm like, listen, no one gives a fuck about you in class. They're going there for their own time on their mat. So I'm reading Mark Owen's book, No Hero. And he was a Navy SEAL. And in the book, he touches on this thing where this rock climber tells him, stay in your 3-foot wall. And so focus, don't think about everything else, but focus on your 3-foot wall. And I've applied that to when I go to practice on my mat, and I've started to see that in my classes. Focus on for 2.5 by stay in your 3-foot wall, staying in your mat. No one gives a shit if you can do the poses or not, because they're all on their mat. They're all in their own little box. They're all in their own bubble trying to figure out their own shit. So I mean it in a nicest way, but when people ask me, like, I literally say no one gives a fuck about you in class. Like, it is what it is. Come to class. All the students are focused on their own practice. They're not there to look around. They're not there to judge you. They're literally there to spend time on their mat. So when you go in and you think, oh my gosh, there's a class full of 30 people. These 30 people are going to judge me. The reality is those 30 people are there for themselves. They didn't show up because of you. And so when people get so nervous, I'm like, what makes you think that you're so special that people want to just go to this yoga class and pay attention to you? And then they take a step back and they're like, huh, well, that's a good point. And I'm like, hello.
That's a great way to start, to be like, yo, get out of your ego.
Yeah, because
you know, like, not every, like, I mean, yeah, if you're in high school and other places in the world, maybe if you're going shopping somewhere, everyone's going to look at you and judge you. Like,
I think you lost Jodi. I think Jodi just dropped out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's the easiest thing that I say is no one.
And I think that, exactly what you just said. To not have any expectations, know that that it's all about you and it's all about everyone. It's not like no one's going to be, judging you. Right. Everyone's been a beginner before, and you should take intro classes first, because if you just are the type of person that's like, I just want to see an intense class and you want to go in there, like, go in the back. But the thing is that you can hurt yourself, because if there's 30 people in the class and you're in a level 2-3 class and it's 100 degrees and everyone else there goes every single week, you're the only new person. The teacher can't stop all the time to be adjusting you and helping you, because she needs to cater to the majority, not the outliers. So, I mean, intro classes, just go. I mean, what do they usually recommend? Like 5 at least before? Probably 10.
Yeah, I mean, I always tell people, like, I'll help you find, like, when people ask me, I'll help them find, like, a yoga class near them, like a class. My dog is drinking water really loud. And I'll tell them, like, go until you feel like you want to do more. Go until you feel like you've completely 100% become an expert at that class. And then when you want to challenge yourself a little bit more. If you're still coming out of class and the next day you're sore, then don't level up yet. If you're interested and you want to learn a different style, go ahead and go to a class of the teacher that taught you the beginner's class. Because the teacher that's taught you the beginner's class is good at guiding you through. They've kind of already have a judge of character of, okay, this is where you're at, this is what you can do, this is what you can't do. And they're going to be more apt to be like, maybe we should hold off on this, or they'll give variations and modifications. Like, sometimes in my classes, I have people that are like level 2-3. Awesome. Totally great. But I have the level 1 people that came in too. Or the people that have been taking my class for a while that are strong, but they're not flexible, so they can't do certain poses. So that's up to the teacher to know. That's up to me to know how to keep my students safe. So I tell people, like, go to the class. If you want to level up, go to the class of the teacher that's been teaching you. Because if they're keeping you safe in one class, if they're a good teacher, they'll keep you safe in the next class.
Right. Yeah. And it depends. I mean, once you go to even like 3 classes, some people go to classes, myself included, for the experience. Like, I go to the class because I love my teachers, and even though agreeing with what you said before, saying that, no one is going to be judging you or caring, like, I love the experience of sweating and doing stuff with other people, even though the majority of the time, like, my eyes are closed in my practice. Like, whenever I can close my eyes, like, I close my eyes. But, like, it's so cool when you pause and just breathe. And it almost, like, the other day in class, it felt like we were one organism, like, inhaling and exhaling. It was, like, intense. It was really cool. But Yeah, but there's always online too. After you go to 3 classes and say, if you're like, okay, I want to do more, like just check out, just YouTube any yoga classes. We're going to start having like informational things. But I mean, the more that, you know, the teacher talks about alignment and all the little things that are going to help, like that will help. And everybody's different. So one cue isn't going to work for you. You know, I can say like, you know, right hip back, left hip forward, and someone's going to do that and they're going to put their left rib forward and someone else is going to be like, wait, what's my right, what's my left, huh? You know.
I have some on my own YouTube channel. I have some sun salutation aids that I always tell people to go to, and that's where I always say start. If you're going to start a home practice, start with your sun salutations.
Yes.
You see all these crazy headstands, all these handstands, you know, all these inversions, but what people forget is that it took a long time to get there, and it still took a long time to keep that strength. So as fun as it is to like do those crazy things up front, it's like you need to start with the basics. And so the sun salutation A's, the sun salutation B's, repeat them 5 times, hold the breath, really work with that. And that's going to build the strength. And so not just my videos, but like Kino Yoga, she's got the sun salutation A's and B's for beginners as well. But you can find good information out there and build on the strength, because I feel like when people start doing the home practice, they think achieving yoga is achieving these crazy postures.
It's not. And what, I mean, it feels great in oh my God, I nailed or hit this pose. Some girls are like that. They're like, yeah, I just nailed that pose. But it's more of like it's almost like
ego.
It's not like, oh, awesome, I nailed it. It's more like I conquered something.
Yes.
Or half the time it's just trying.
Yeah.
What you're talking about is, you know, crescent lunge. It's just a high lunge position that everyone can envision what it is, you know, and that is a hard pose.
Yeah.
You know? And everything is a hard pose. And the more that you do yoga, the more that you learn how to utilize every aspect of your body from the ground up to your crown. And like the more you activate all your body, the more you're using it. And the more that you master and feel comfortable in the, you know, beginner poses, but they're really just foundational poses. Sup, doggy? They can just access other things, and half the thing is just trying. It's just making the effort. Like, you know, go to a class, like make that one step. If they are like, hey, see if this works, see if that altercation or modification works for you. If it doesn't, don't do it, you know?
So I would say for the overall, for people trying yoga, is find a beginner's class, try some things online, take it easy with your body, and know that you're going to be sore if you push yourself. Be safe. Don't try to do these crazy movements, and to have fun with it. Watch videos and just learn how to breathe rather than, oh my God, she literally just stole my bagel off the table. Hold on.
Yeah, touching about what she said about breath, know that you need to breathe fully and deeply throughout the entire practice. And if you're not breathing deeply, then you shouldn't be in it. And also, yoga should never hurt. So if someone offers something to you and you're like, oh, this feels weird for my hip or my back, whatever it is, don't do it. And don't flail your body around. Like, I totally did that. The first, like, 5 classes I was in, I went to hard classes, and I was, like, throwing my body around, horrible alignment, not doing what the postures are there to do to help your body. You know, you shouldn't, like, just try to move with intention. And some teachers are really fast, so they're going to be moving faster, but you don't have to go with the breath to movement what the teacher's doing. You can be behind, and that works too. So you always just have to bring it. I mean, it is for you, you know, in the beginning of it, and then it becomes something more. But you're doing this for you to better your body, mind, and soul. So you have to make sure that you're doing what's right for you. And everyone's different.
And when you say, like, move with intention, like, so we're used to these words, but other people aren't used to them. Like, be mindful of how your body feels and how your body's moving.
Yes. So, and when people say, oh, move your, you know, right foot forward, runner's lunge, you know, don't just throw your right foot forward. You know, try to just, with intention, try to be soft in your practice. Because, like, that's something that took a while for me too. A lot of people, you're like stomping around, boom, like trying to, like, get these big movements like you're a cheerleader or something. But, like, you should be, like, just almost like a little bit of Tai Chi in it. Like, you know, just move, like with your body, like, you know, be easy with yourself, especially in intro classes. Like, you just got to breathe and move with it.
So I think that pretty much wraps up this video blog. We're going to do another one right after this. Jodi fell out, so her phone died. She's going upstairs to her room. She's going to set up, but this will be an individual post by itself.